Good afternoon, everybody. Today is Saturday, April 15th. It's about 11:40 in the morning. Here's to our daily morning cup of Joe together. I already had a couple. uh, Again, this is Saturday, so it's going to be my political commentary, ramblings of a confused mind. We have a lot going on, a lot that affects our day-to-day living. Uh, we have the Syria strike in retaliation for the chemical usage with 59 Tomahawk cruise missiles, or 59 hit. We also have North Korea really threatening things, doing one missile test after another and nuclear tests, and now we're sending an armada over there. And understand this, I personally feel between North Korea, Syria with chemicals, Russia with what may or may not be, it's all smoke and mirrors. There is no way that China is going to allow North Korea to do anything nuclear. Here's the great thing that's common now in the last 50 years for people. The world has become very aware of humanity and rights, very aware of free speech. But they also become very aware of the benefits of a free enterprise capitalistic economic system. And the world in all territories likes that. They want to participate in that. They want to have that infrastructure. And China has embraced it. China has $1 trillion of our currency in our bonds. They're not going to risk their sovereign wealth with what they're holding by letting someone behave in a manner that is going to create global catastrophic harm economically and physically. The issue that I have is I'm happy we have the new administration. I am happy that the Democrats did not get the election with their pick, and I'm happy that the old administration is out. But the entanglements are still there. You don't get to unwind 8 years of nefarious behavior overnight. There's issues there. There's issues with how we can sustain our offensive behavior towards tyrants and terrorists. Cost of destruction. Very, very powerful stuff. If you watch the movie with Tom Hanks, Charlie's War, it talks about how we helped the Afghans beat Russia with very simple tech. They were using shoulder-mounted rocket-propelled grenades and stuff, rocket-propelled grenades and such things, and taking out very expensive helicopters. Russia did not have the economy to support that kind of war ratio. Well, the same thing is true for us. In Syria, we inflicted a lot of financial harm on an airport and infrastructure to the government of Syria, but that cost us almost $70 million. It's a lot of money. Low tech. What does it cost to have a jihadist blow himself up? What does it cost to take a truck and run over a crowd? A lot of the military terminology that you like to hear about is kill ratio. How many of our soldiers will kill the enemy before they are killed? Very important factor. 3 to 1's a nice number. 4 to 1's a better number. But in this jihadist behavior, or this terrorist behavior, you have one person blowing himself up and killing 80 people. That's a huge effect. It's also a very cost-effective effect. Very low-tech stuff, one person's life, 80 civilians. Not a good ratio for anyone trying to defeat against that. Not a good ratio when there's 140 million lone wolf, extremist, radicalized people out there willing to do this type of behavior. And that's the same battle we have going on with the Middle East. A Tomahawk missile is $1.4 million. A rocket-propelled grenade's a lot less. A soldier with a bomb strapped around them, a lot less. It has a cost effectiveness that we have to be concerned with. North Korea is going to capitulate. No doubt in my mind, North Korea is going to capitulate. They do not want China being upset with them. China does not want a confrontation with America. It's plain and simple. The sad fact is we're going to have to endure all of this geopolitical uncertainty, and that translates into our personal security, our personal stability, and our personal wealth. It will be affected. The powers behind the thrones, the powers at the throne, they know it's not going down in an ugly fashion. Can North Korea be stupid and launch a rocket? Absolutely. Highly unlikely, I feel. The issue comes down, they're trying to change structuring and geopolitical, geofinancial established setups. They're trying to reposition things. And that change of infrastructure comes with a cost. It also comes with social unrest too. So these are thoughts and confrontations that we're going to face, not just tomorrow or next year. It's going to be decades in the making. I have tremendous concern for our stability of our way of life, our food distribution, our water quality, our energy supplies, our energy production capability, because of interruption or disruptions. These are thoughts that you have to get your head around and really get yourself insulated from. I went and learned how to do solar design and installation, got certified in it, because when I bring it to clients, I want to say to them, here's what we're going to do financially, but here's what we're going to do with the proceeds. We're going to help insulate your reality. This is what we all have to start looking at. The issue of all of this, they're trying to say President Trump changed his point of view with China being a currency manipulator. All these kind of endpoints, hard-line endpoints, all have diplomatic value. And that is part of why he was able to say to China, look, we'll go this step, you go take care of this with North Korea. And China did. China turned back their coal. China's moved troops to their border. It's a very, very high stakes game of oh man, I don't want to use the word presidential or governmental leadership, but that's what it is. It's on that high level. There's stories and dialogue we don't get to know about. Same thing with the idea of the other day they had the press conference with the Russian ambassador and Rex Tillerson, right? Now, America's trying to say our relationships with Russia is terrible. Well, I don't see it that way. Russia was saying one thing. They want to have proof that they didn't deny chemicals were used, and they didn't deny that chemicals were launched from that Air Force base. What they did say was they wanted the proof that it was from Assad's regime. Russia's under the belief that it might have been terrorist groups that have control of certain areas and certain logistical airports or military spots where no one really got to check if there was chemical capability there, chemical production there, chemical storage there. So that's what Russia was asking for. But now that's going to take weeks and months in investigative behavior to get an answer to. In the meantime, we suffer instability. Our markets will sell off. Certain prices will go higher. Certain costs of energy will go higher. And that's going to put a squeeze on you and I. And if you're not proactive in what you have agreed and implemented and put to work for your benefit, it's going to hurt. You need to be able to take that curveball that you just got thrown and be able to hit it back. Well, anyway, this is a red letter weekend. It's an Easter weekend. We had Passover. We had some other holidays. Happy Easter, everybody. Stay well. Stay safe. All the best. Gregory Mascaro. You have a great Easter and a wonderful weekend. Be alert. Be aware. Learn. Read. Find out what's really there to extrapolate so you could adjust your reality and your environment. Have a great day. Take care.